Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. My name is Siti Athirah Binti Abdullah. I'm from University Technology Pahang. We'll be presenting my final year project entitled The Review on the Effect of Different Irrigation Method and its Impact on Agriculture in Malaysia. My supervisor is Muhammad Azam Akmal bin Abu Bakar. The content of the presentation are introduction, literature review, conclusion and recommendation. Introduction first is background of study. With the increase of population at a fast rate, irrigation becomes a significant role in agriculture and predictable to develop quickly in the future. Certain irrigation systems like center pivot, sprinkler, drip, and furrow irrigation system have been applied in the dry areas to increase crop production with water availability. In addition, many countries are searching for the modern energy sources like wind, solar, and nuclear because of the shortage of common energy. Solar power became the most famous modern power source because of its minimal operating expense and long lifespan. Next, for the problems that arise of the effect of rising climate change, economic development, and water contamination, irrigation water scarcity is likely to turn out to be more critical. Increased water competition among sectors has given an impact on agriculture in Malaysia, because in Malaysia, about 68% of total water usage is consumed by agriculture. Besides, Malaysia is richer in water resources compared to other countries. But there is a dry season which is from May to August where water is decreased. This phenomenon is known as agriculture drought. The importance of this review is to find out the most effective irrigation method for agriculture in Malaysia. Furthermore, offer common assistance for farmers to plan which months are the best timing to irrigate, specifically for the dry zone with limited water resources. In the future, irrigation systems have the potential to increase limited fresh water to make it valid for irrigation. The objective of the study is to review different irrigation systems for agriculture. Second is to review the impact of different irrigation on the growth in agriculture in Malaysia. And lastly, to review the factors that influence the agriculture in Malaysia. For the literature review, first is irrigation system practice in Malaysia agriculture. Malaysia has used the aid of traditional irrigation to irrigate the rice crops, which maintain independent level in rice cultivation and assist lessen scarcity among rice growers. Now, irrigation is commonly for the rice agriculture and also applied in production of crop. Ditch irrigation is a very conventional technique and common for a small-scale paddy grower. Besides, drip irrigation is applied for the orchid and corn plant in Malaysia. Irrigation, especially drip irrigation, is essential to supply water for the yield during dry season. Marginal land like rich soil can be used to boost production of food to deal with population growth. Floating solar system permit basic photovoltaic panel to be established on huge body of water. There are four types of irrigation system. Firstly is drip irrigation system. Drip irrigation has enhanced production of crop in the US by boosting yield and efficiency of water use in various crops. Drip fertigation was believed able to reduce nitrate effectively. Drip irrigation system is important for the crop production to save water, and this gained international approval as efficient and affordable technique. But its disadvantages is high initial investment cost and low quality material of the irrigation. Because of high cost, it caused the farmer reluctant to reselect the drip irrigation system. For small farmers, they had inadequate financial problem. For solar power irrigation system, Malaysia is included as a country that accepts a lot of sunlight, typically in northern side of Peninsular Malaysia, such as Kedah, Perlis, and Penang, have a great chance to use solar power in agriculture segment. Solar power irrigation pump able to solve the carbon emission issue. Based on the research, the installation of 50,000 solar irrigation pump able to decrease carbon emission and conserve 1 million liter of diesel. However, the major benefit of solar pumping system for a farmer are good operation, little operating costs, easy installation, less maintenance, and long lasting. However, there is association between obtainability of solar irrigation and water necessity of agricultural land that cause the application of solar power for pumping reliable, meaning that on the cloudy day and winter months do not produce much energy and lower production. Third is furrow irrigation. Furrow irrigation is an appropriate for numerous plant types, particularly row crops. It's also well-known irrigation method that able to conserve water without decreased crop yield, and it has been proved to encourage nutrient uptake and advance nutrient use efficiency. It's also cheap and available technology for the farmer and easier to operate and install. However, furrow irrigation causes some environmental issues which are soil disruption and water contamination because of water does not penetrate, cause a runoff the field inflowing to the water bodies. Also, its low efficiency in transporting the water needed and nitrogen directly to the crop roots. plus less efficiency of water usage and greater water outflow rates that can influence the value of surface water resources. Lastly is center pivot irrigation. It can diminish deep percolation and surface runoff losses when the center pivot irrigation system is operated properly. Besides, the nutrient can be transferred straight to the plant by the irrigation system. However, a negative feature of center pivot irrigation system is their circular arrangement which struggle with the square or rectangular shape of the field. Next, the implementation of irrigation system in agriculture sector in Malaysia. First is type of soil in Malaysia. The agri-soil and the ferro-soil are the major agricultural soil in Malaysia. Malaysia also contains brick soil. This soil can obtain from the sea sand and have a particularly minimal soil fertility. Next is water supply. Malaysia has several canal systems at the most main river basin like Besut River known as Ketara Irrigation Scheme, Perak River which is Trans-Perak Irrigation Scheme, and also Kelantan River which is Kemubu Irrigation Scheme. The water supply from irrigation also obtained from dam and huge lake. For climatic factors, changes in climate directly give effect on agriculture. Climate Malaysia is humid tropical and the average rain of yearly precipitation between 1,500 mm and 2,000 mm. The average temperature changing between 28 degrees Celsius and 35 degrees Celsius. For topography, in Cameron Highland, many stacked mountainous land has been used for planting of tea, vegetable and fruits. In Sabah and Sarawak, cocoa and pepper are also cultivated on stacked lands. Next is the irrigation advancement to improve efficiency in agriculture. Firstly, application of fertilizer through fertigation. Drip fertigation is a method that improves the combination between drip irrigation and fertilizer. It can decrease nitrate leakage and rise nitrogen use efficiency. The application of drip irrigation with fertigation boosts the orchid and sugarcane production. Second is application of mulch drip irrigation technology (MDIT). MDIT is the irrigation technique that transfer water to the crop by pipe under small pressure with a plastic mulch cover on or under the soil layer. There are two types of MDIT which are government-promoted mulch drip irrigation technology (GMDIT) and localized self-governed mulch drip irrigation technology (LMDIT). Third is irrigation schedule on yield and water use. It is the technique to enhance agronomic productivity and to save water. It's also used to enhance function and support the irrigation methods. By proper irrigation scheduling, deep percolation and fertilizer supplying to the root zone is monitored. Next is pan evaporation. It is broadly used as an indicator of evapotranspiration and assessing evaporation of river and lakes. The Class A evaporation pan is extensively applied. Lastly is deficit irrigation that focuses on elevating yield and achieving optimum water output. In addition, it is able to enhance the efficiency of water usage of food tree. Next is irrigation performance and evaluation irrigation system for Malaysia agriculture. Based on previous study, drip irrigation and furrow irrigation are the irrigation that typically utilized for agriculture in Malaysia. Drip irrigation system conserve more than 50% water and increase crop yield about 20% compared to furrow irrigation method. In cotton production, drip system constantly supply furrow irrigation system in the agriculture. As example, drip causing in greater yield production of sunflower and soybean than furrow. Furrow is not efficiently sustainable than drip irrigation, so drip irrigation method is suggested the most effective irrigation method. Next is improvement irrigation system in rice production. Rice cultivation is the main yield cultivation in Asia. Furrow irrigation method able to lessen loss of water, increase gas exchange, lower quantity of moisture in the rice yield, elevated penetration of light, and also lessen degraded component like ferrous iron. However, in my opinion, drip irrigation is more appropriate choice of irrigation system as it could deliver water and nutrient for rice cultivation in better way. Drip irrigation is believed to be an alternative irrigation method for improved efficient water and fertilizer consumption. It's also a favorable method for water saving, boosting harvest, well salinity management, and excellent illness management. In a conclusion, based on this review, the study managed to introduce several types of irrigation systems which are drip, solar power, furrow, and center pivot irrigation system. Thesis primary goal is to answer 5 research questions. Also, the finding indicate the advantages for every irrigation system. Based on personal perspective, drip irrigation is the most suitable irrigation system to be applied for agriculture in Malaysia. Besides factors that can affect the irrigation in Malaysia is the type of soil, water supply, climatic factor, and also topography. The effect of different irrigation methods in agriculture in Malaysia are drip fertigation and mulch drip irrigation technology. The irrigation method can be improved by applying appropriate irrigation scheduling, and evaporation, and also deficit irrigation. The recommendation to improve irrigation system is replacement of layup drip irrigation with ring. This is because it can raise water contribution percentage efficiently than parallel pipe. It also can increase crop production. Besides, monitor the irrigation system by using Internet of Things (IoT). It is an effective resource in controlling system and effectively applied on water quality managing, smart irrigation scheme, analysis of information, and illness management. The other recommendation is drill holes as emitter that can decrease the price of system and change the drip irrigation extra appealing to the possible consumer. Lastly is cooperation of solar power system with drip irrigation system. It offers well water controlling and reduce water loss. The government must offer subsidy and offer lowest price to the small farmers. That's all from me. Thank you.